That's funny. I don't even know your name. It don't even matter. Oh, man, that's good. I needed a little chuckle today. Here's what's funny. As soon as you said that, I was looking at it. Josh Henry sporting the new shirt. Hey, if you're on here, let me know if you saw Josh Henry sporting the new GTT pullover, man. What do you think about it, Josh? Come up here, do me a solid. Come up here and let's just let everybody see the shirt. Can they see what is the shirt?
It's a 3/4. Is that what y'all call it?
Yeah, but what does it say? Nobody gives a shit about what you're saying.
Courage, commitment, and confidence.
What does that mean to you?
It's 3 invisible assets. Well, and it has.
Sit down, you're in my way. So what does that mean to you? Are the mics working out there, Van? They're working great.
You have to have all 3 to get rich.
Oh, is that right?
There are 3 things you must have to grow in life.
The 3 invisible assets. See, why are they invisible?
They're not tangible.
They're just something you know. But hey, you look good. Thank God it's Friday. Tammy Burton, Shawan Weathers. Hey, Shawan, I think they got a little something going on today. Drew, Vaughn, everybody, thank you for getting on. If you would do me a favor, would you share the stream? Have you already done that? Tammy, Shawan, Van, first, you're on there first?
Always.
Okay, so today, what is the good life to you? I want you to think about this. And you probably don't even know yet. I'm going to talk you into what the good life is. I've got to figure. Freedom to do what? What would freedom look like to you?
Stress-free.
Stress-free. Why do you want it to be stress-free?
Don't worry.
What is something that causes you worry?
Money.
Money. Part of the good life does include money. And I got this good life concept from a gentleman by the name of Ty Lopez. Have you ever heard of Ty Lopez? We talks about 4 key categories for the good life. And what Josh just said, can you have a good life if you're constantly stressed out? No. You just learn to live. You learn to justify things. I don't need money. All Drew thinks about is money. I just want to be happy. Good morning, Wendy Sweeney. Thank you for getting on here. Share the love down there in the Destin, Florida area by hitting the share button for me. But without money, can you be really, really happy? Weatherman, come on in here with your little mask. Okay, so stress causes a lot of unhappiness. Is there anything else you could think of that stress would attack to lead you unhappy? Relationships. That is involved in the good life. Roy Frazier, the sweet spot in life. I like that. We hear that all the time from John Jake. So money and love is what he would call that is part. That's 2 of the categories. It's health, it's wealth, it's love, and happiness. Those are the 4 things that you need to have the good life per Ty Lopez. And I've thought about this for probably since I first heard him said that. If one of those were missing, could you still be happy? If one of those were being attacked, would you be a fully happy person?
You would be happy, but you wouldn't be as happy as you could.
What if I took happiness away from you?
Then you wouldn't be happy.
What if I took one of the 4 away from you?
Depending on what it was.
Which one would you be the most likely to sacrifice? Money, health, love, happiness.
Love is number 1.
Love's number 1.
That's the one you give up first?
No, I would say love, money, health, or happiness and health. I'd say health. If you took health away, you could still potentially be happy.
I'd rather lose the money, have all those other things.
You give up money before everything. But at some point, money will become a problem that starts to attack. We had a problem come up over the weekend that money can fix. That's involving health. What if we didn't have money? What would we do?
Struggle.
Here's what I'm getting at. I don't focus on one of the four. I just do life and incorporate all four in there. Every year, I believe to be a happy person, you need to focus on all of these things. And you can focus on all of those things.
But I mean, like, what's your definition of wealth? Like, people have many different definitions.
Well, let's
of
just
wealth.
say you're financially secure.
There's
Wealth
people-
is not a good. I mean, that's an extreme financial situation where there's such an abundance you don't ever have to worry about money. But let's just say you're financially free, and you don't have to worry about money. I just went to the doctor. I had to give blood. I'm type 2 diabetic. Whenever I go in there next week to get my report, have you ever seen those little memes where it's like Batman slapping the hell out of Robin and he's got a comment and he's slapping me? I need to put a meme out that says, "I told you not to be a fat ass." And he's slapping me. Because whenever this is, "What's up, Dalton? How are you?" Stress will always be there. You just learn to manage it. Well, stress is usually a result of something. It's a result of something. No money. Bad relationships, bad health, you're not happy. Is there one thing that makes you happy? Love.
Love conquers all. I mean, that's it.
I agree.
Does it for everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, if you want peace. So, the problem is sometimes you can't love because you don't want to be loved because you got some issues in the past. So you have to overcome those things. Same way you have to overcome how to manage and get wealth. Because you don't feel like you can have it, so you never get it.
Mm-hmm.
What if
Yeah,
people just love money, though?
They're never happy because do you believe there's a shortage of money out there? There's an abundance of money. And if you love money, it's a game that never ends. It just won't stop. I mean, there's people I know that they're so addicted to the pursuit of getting more money. They're no more happy than they ever were. Some people can be happy with little. Some people need a little bit more. But I really think if you put attention into all these areas that I'm talking about, all four categories, you're going to be a much happier person. But Weatherman talks about one thing that attacks happiness the most, and that's fear. I took this personality test one time, and I got the results back, and I was surprised. My happiness score was like at a moderate place, and I'm like, I never don't feel happy. Is that the right way to grammarize that? Is that good? I always feel like I'm pretty happy. I never feel down. Well, later on in the test, a result came back that showed what attacks my happiness. Do you know what it was, Josh?
Stress.
No. Are you here?
Anxiety.
You put your little... Well, fear leads to a lot of anxiety. And what it showed, this test showed, I have a lot of fears. And fears hold your happiness back.
Isn't that pretty much what anxiety is? Just like scared about a lot.
I don't know. We'd probably need to look up that definition. But see, on your shirt, your little badge right there, it's courage. Courage leads to more happiness. Commitment leads to more happiness. Confidence leads to more happiness. All these things are intertwined. So whenever I tell people you come to work here, I don't say we just focus on real estate, do we?
No.
With me, you don't get there's a lot of times we don't talk about real estate. What are we talking about?
What is real estate?
What do we talk about around here, Van?
Habits, skills, and self-improvement.
Van, what is it that we call it, though?
Selling.
Nope.
Whole person growth.
It's just the whole person. Do you feel like you're happy right now? Dalton, what's your name? Hayden.
Steve, Bill.
Hayden just walked in. He missed a lot of this. He needs to know this. There's 4 categories that you need in your life to be in the good life. What right now is the most important thing in your life?
My son.
That would be what?
Love.
Love. What would be number 2?
Work, probably. Making money for him.
Okay, well, we'll put that into the money category. What would be number 3?
Health.
Health. Damn, he's done pretty
Damn.
good right here.
He's been watching.
All right,
He's watching.
have you been watching?
I was out in the parking lot.
Well, hell, he wouldn't remember it. All right, well, number 4 might trick you. What is something else needed to have a good life? You've got 3 so far. I bit my tongue the other day. It's hard for me to talk.
Health, money, love, spiritual.
That is probably tied into happiness somehow. So you got to have these 4 things to have a good life. You can't walk around and be like completely like a drought in one of these little streams. Like if there's no water flowing in your finances, it's going to attack the other. It's going to affect you as a dad.
Right.
It's going to affect you about how you feel about yourself.
Right.
So what are things that you can be doing to? First off, do you agree? Do you believe that you can have a great existence in all 4 of these categories at the same time? Is it possible?
Yes.
Of course it's possible. Of course it is. Do you believe that? Do you believe if one of them was just completely shattered, you could completely have a happy life?
Not completely. No.
I agree with this. This is what Ty Lopez talks about. And I think this is what, to have a good, happy life, a good life, these are things that you need. It's so, a lot of people are going to tell you all he thinks about is money. Whatever people tell you, that whatever they say about you, it's something that they've already said about themselves. Why do you care about money so much? Surrounding yourself with positive people. That's right, Lex. Roll Tide.
Would you say you're pretty?
Selfish. I struggle in the love department. You don't love for something in return. This is a choice. Are we down, Van? Where y'all going with it, man? So I really struggle in the love thing. I feel underappreciated, maybe. So I might be a little selfish with my feelings. I might be very guarded there. And this is something we still go to me and my wife, we go to a premarital counselor that we're still going to. We've been going to the dude over 2 years.
Very beneficial.
Well, what it does is it gives me awareness in this department of my life where I can fail, because I really probably try to protect myself as much as I try to do everything, and because I do that, I'm withdrawn a lot of times in that love department. This is an area that I've got to continue to grow. This is an area I've got to continue to put attention, put effort into. So can you repeat the 4 categories?
Happiness, money, love, health.
Yeah. And whenever those get out of balance, that's where the anxiety comes. For me, the love thing can be a problem. The health thing has been a problem. And because of doing this, I've had a little bit of a... Frank Purvis is up in here.
This side of the house is hustling. They're already here getting it done.
So right now the health, like Frank Purvis, our insurance provider, Farm Bureau, has walked in and dropped off some sugar.
I'm gonna die, man. Check them out. Check them out. These are special donuts, though.
Weatherman, come back and get you some donuts. Hayden, if you want some donuts. Dang.
I'll see y'all.
You got Weatherman's colors in there. See, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Now, see, donuts don't tempt my health. They ain't a threat to my health. But if he brought some pizza in around 11 to 12, I'd be over there. All right. All right. But because my health is a little out of balance, that creates anxiety. Because I know, like I went to Starbucks today. I got a lot of sugar in this thing, and I had one of their sandwiches. I didn't work out this morning because I had to go give blood work. And whenever I go work out, then do my blood work, my numbers are always a little partially elevated. I don't like that. I don't even know if it matters, but look, I want you to focus on the good life. What is one thing in the good life that can help you make everything else good?
I'd say love.
You'd say love.
Yeah. if you can create love with somebody. it should
Yeah,
be
but
that
whenever
hard.
we're talking about love, we're also talking about loving ourselves. You got to love yourself first.
Right. I'd say love, yeah.
Well, I think it depends on where you are in life. If you're like me and you're broke as hell, moved in with your mom at 35 years old, financial freedom, Travis says. I mean, I feel like here's our problem. Wherever you feel like it's the hardest to get is where you're going to feel like it's the most important. And for me, the finances of going back to 2009, I still feel like money is hard. And because I feel like money is hard to get, guess what that means to me?
Probably is most important.
No. What'd you say, Josh?
Probably is hard to get.
It is hard to get. That's right. Now, if you can learn to understand things that are easy to get, even you can trick yourself. Hey, the last year and a half, I've tricked myself about money. If I go in there and Van asks me questions about money and he lets me peek in there and I'll look, I might, like yesterday, I hit the panic button. But I'm forcing myself. It's hard for me to talk because I bit my tongue in half. I feel like eating some chili from Miss Melanie Rooker the other night. I've tricked myself in saying, look, I'm just going to do this because I believe in what Cardone has taught me. You keep investing money into the company. You keep hiring people. And one day this snowball is going to get so big, there's going to be enough money for me to not worry about anymore. Everybody have a great day and have a great weekend. I really appreciate you watching.